today I am going to teach you a new topic. The topic name is phrases and clauses. So we have discussed here about phrases and clauses. So what is phrase and what is clause? So now I am going to discuss you about the phrase first. So here I am already had written about the definition of the phrases. Okay, see. A phrase is made up of group of words which convey some meaning but do not make complete sense by itself. That is called phrase. Let's see the example of phrase. Example: my elder sister is a famous doctor. It's a group of words. Okay, so what is your phrase? That from my elder sister to here is a famous doctor. My elder sister. Okay, that is called phrase. What? Phrase, a group of words, okay, made up of group of words which convey some meaning but do not make complete sense by itself. That is called phrase. One more example. If we write the example of phrase, then a famous singer, group of words, that is the phrase. One more example: has been going, that is the phrase, group of words. Okay, so this is the phrase. Now I am going to discuss about what? About the types of phrases. Okay, what types of phrases? Types of phrases. What? Types of phrases. Let's see the types of phrases. How many types of phrases are there? So first phrase is noun phrase. What? Noun phrase. So in a sentence the main word is what? Main word is the noun. Let's see. The noun phrase starts with the noun or pronoun also. So we can write the example of it here just now. Noun phrase. Just as we are given my elder sister is a famous doctor. So this is the noun phrase. The main word is noun. My elder sister. Okay. Or we can say, we write that my sister. We can start with here. If we start with the pronoun also, we. Okay, so this is called noun phrase. Then the comes to the second, adjective. Adjective phrase. So what? In the second phrase, adjective phrase. So what we include in adjective phrase? The main word is in a sentence. The main word in a sentence is what? Is adjective. What? Adjective. Just like here, my elder sister. So elder sister, here I write the example that a famous doctor. So famous is adjective. So that is a famous doctor, clever boy, starting with that. A clever boy. So clever is adjective, starting with this clever. Main word. What main word is adjective in a sentence? That is called adjective phrase. Now comes to the third. So third is verb phrase. What? Verb phrase. So in a verb phrase, the main word is what? The main word is verb. Okay, so in a sentence we can write the verb in a sentence, just like we can say can sing. So sing is verb, is reading. So this is the verb, or we can say has been doing. So this is the verb phrase. Okay, now comes to the fourth one. First, noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase, and adverbial phrase. Number 4. And adverbial phrase. So what we include in adverbial phrase? In adverbial phrase, the main word is adverb. So example of adverbial phrase, we can say the adverbs are sincerely, cleverly. Okay, they are the adverb. So how we write? He is writing his work cleverly. Okay, he is writing his work cleverly. Okay, so the cleverly is the adverb. Okay, he has done beautifully. He is done beautifully. So beautifully is the word what shows the adverbial phrase. Okay, so these are the phrases. Now we discuss about more. Now comes to the talking about what? Talking about the clause. What is clause? So here already I have written one word. See the definition. A clause is a group of words that must have a subject and a predicate. What? A clause is a group of words that must have a subject and a predicate and at least one verb to communicate an idea or thought. That is the clause. Okay, here given, see the example, wait until the evening. Okay, wait verb until preposition. Okay, so it's, we can say prepositional phrase. It's an implicit sentence without subject. Implicit sentence. So we will include this sentence as a clause. Okay, so how do we know it's a phrase or it's a clause? So here I have already written the difference between a clause and a phrase. How do we know the sentence this is a phrase or clause? So according to this point of view, we can understand that it's a phrase or it's a clause. Okay, see, in a phrase do not have a subject or predicate. In a phrase that is not include, we do not include that subject or predicate. So in a clause we have what? A subject and predicate. Okay, in a clause we have what? Subject and predicate. Then the second point is in phrase that do not have a verb except in a verb phrase. Okay, in which? In phrases. Here already I have mentioned the phrases: noun phrase, adjective phrase, verb phrase, and adverbial phrase. So in only a verb phrase, okay, we have what? Verb. Without this verb, we do not have verb in phrases. But here, in clause, must have at least one verb. Okay, it's compulsory to write verb in a clause. Then the third point is in phrases that cannot stand by themselves. Why cannot stand it? Because they do not have the subject and predicate. So they cannot stand by themselves. But here, in some clauses can stand alone by themselves. Why? Because they are called independent clause. Okay, independent clause stand by themselves. That is why. Okay, because they have what? The subject and predicate. That is why. Okay. Now comes to the phrases. The last point is do not make complete sense. Okay, if I write this sentence, a famous doctor, a famous singer, okay, that do not make the complete sense by itself. The sentence doesn't shows that any sense. So you include in phrase. But here in clause, that independent clauses make complete sense. Independent clauses means subject and predicate shows that it's a complete sense. So that is called clause. So this is the difference between what? The phrases and clauses. This is how we identify it's a phrase or it's a clause. So now comes to the types of clauses. We already discussed about the difference between the clause and the phrases. Now talk about the types of clauses. So mainly two types. Okay, which independent clause and dependent or subordinate clause. Okay, so what is independent clause? So independent clauses are clauses that have finite verb and make complete sense. What? Independent clauses that have finite verb in a sentence. That is called what? And shows that what? Complete sense. The example of that. The example of the independent clauses are I read a novel by Charles Dickens. Okay, I read a novel written by Charles Dickens. That is the example. Shows the complete sense. The same now comes to the second. Dependent or subordinate clauses are clauses that have a finite verb, just as a finite verb in an independent clause. But here the little bit different. Okay, what? That have finite verb but do not make complete sense. In the independent clause that have finite verb and shows that a complete sense, whereas in a dependent or subordinate clause have finite verb but do not make complete sense on their own. Okay. He need help. Help whom? A dependent clause makes sense only when it is attached to an independent clause. What? Attached to whom? Attached to independent clause. Without independent clause, this finite verb do not make complete sense. The same here I write the example. I read a novel. Close. By Charles Dickens. Noun clause. Okay. So two different sentences. Noun clause. Now comes to the here talking about this independent and dependent clause. Now comes to the types of dependent or subordinate clauses. Okay. Types of these dependent and subordinate clauses. There are how many types are there? Three types. So first one is noun clause, adjective clause and adverbial clause. So in a noun clause, in a sentence, noun clause performs a function similar to a noun. That is called noun clause. Okay? Noun clause performs a function similar to a noun. So in a sentence, that is the word shows that a noun, that is called noun clause. Okay? If I write the example, I am what you made me. I am what you made me. That is the example of noun clause. Second one, what you said yesterday hurt me deeply. Okay? What you said, that is the noun clause. Said yesterday hurt me deeply. Two sentences. Okay? Here also two sentences join with this noun clause. I am, then what, and you made me. Okay, shows the noun clause. Then comes to the adjective clause. Okay, So what is the role of adjective clause? So adjective clause shows what? A dependent clause plays the same role as an adjective in a sentence. That is called an adjective clause. What is the role of an adjective? A dependent clause plays the same role. Same role in a sentence as an adjective. The example of that adjective clause that the man who donated those books to the library is my neighbor. Here the man is noun, but this is the given more information about noun. Okay, what is the adjective clause? The role of adjective clause to give the information about noun. That is the adjective clause. The man is noun, but give the information who donated those books to the library. Okay, this is the given more information about the noun. That is called adjective clause. Then comes to the adverbial clause. So the role of the adverbial clause that modifies verb in a sentence. So what adverbial clause in a sentence? It modifies verb in a sentence. How? We went where none ever dared to go. Okay, we went. This is the verb modify it. That is the adverbial clause. So in adverbial clause there are some parts we have here. See that. Adverb of manner, adverb of time, adverb of place, comparison, condition, contrast, and reason. There are parts of the adverbial clause. So example here already I have mentioned here manner. As you sow, so shall you reap. Time, I will come when you call me. Shows the time. I will come when you call me. Okay. Place means shows the place in a sentence. How? See, she'll find you wherever you hide. Wherever you hide, she will find you. Okay, that is the shows the place. Shows the comparison. Comparison between two people, comparison between himself also. Okay, so the example of his condition is better than it was yesterday. Comparison between his health. Okay, today comparison his health than what when it was yesterday. Health is good. Then shows the condition. Okay, you may be forgiven if you tell the truth. Joining with if unless. Okay. Then shows the contrast. Okay. Contrast means in a sentence both the sentences are different. The example of the contrast is though or although I told you not to talk in the class, you talk in the class. Means both the sentence joining together, though or although, the both sentence shows that they contrast. Okay, different. Now comes the reason. I couldn't attend the meeting because it was already late. Reason, showing the reason in a sentence. Okay, so this is how we knew about the clauses. Okay, and difference between phrases and clauses. I hope you understand about the phrases and clauses also.